You're looking live at the Delano Area Sports Arena for tonight's Junior Gold B hockey matchup featuring the visitor, your Chaska Chanhassen Purple, wearing their road black jerseys. Taking on the home team, Delano Westonka, in their home whites. Delano's first game of the season. Chaska Chanhassen second. They are 7-1 winners over Minnetonka Blue on Tuesday night. Stormhawks getting a player back tonight that missed Tuesday. Braden O'Connell will be in the lineup. He's the lone skater with white socks. And he's number 38. Although I'm not sure you're going to be able to read 38 at all. He tucks his jersey in the back of his breezer, so you can't really read it. So I'm glad he's wearing his white socks. Otherwise, Chaska Chanhassen playing once again short 2 players of a full lineup, or actually 2 players of our full 21 players on the roster, as Dawson Perry out recovering from surgery, and Desi McPhillips serving the second of either of 2 games or 3-game suspension for a season-ending brawl last season. This is the second of 4 games this week, as the Stormhawks will head home for the weekend to take on Wayzata Blue on Saturday at 4 o'clock and Rogers Black on Sunday at 6 o'clock. Four officials, which we don't always see, having 4 officials for our games. So hopefully a well officiated game with plenty of eyes on the ice. Your starting goalie tonight sure appears to be number 1, Charlie Thomas. Max Worthington in the net on Tuesday night, allowing 1 goal and getting a save percentage of .947. So we'll see if Thomas can match or even better that mark. One of the colder arenas that we've played in some time is this Delano Area Sports Arena. So I think our starting lineup will be Kieran Kurt at center. And then the wingers would be Matthew Tyler and Evan Severson, I think. And my guess would be Josh Lund and maybe Luke Britz as your defenseman. So I think that's exactly what we have. Kurt at center, Evan Severson at right, Matthew Tyler at left, Luke Britz at left defense, and Josh Lund at right defense, and Charlie Thomas in the net. We are underway. Stormhawks with the puck. And you're not going to see it because we have spectators standing right in the way, so we're going to come over here. There's a long shot that hits something that may have found its way to the netminder. There's Lund jumping up from the right circle. Shot! And goaltender was looking behind him, and it was caught under his right arm. Kurt wins the draw, back to Lund. Long shot right on, pad save. Severson in front, just missed the pass for Kurt, looking for the one-timer. A little too firm of a pass and got past Kurt. Here's Britz in his own zone, up the wall. We'll just flip it out and allow the Stormhawks to chase. Here comes Tyler chasing it down. Loose puck bouncing high in the air. Kurt tries to knock it out of midair. Now throws it to the side, and it goes right through the crease. And we got a whistle for something. I'm not sure what that whistle was for. If it was high sticky, the net came off, I guess. Top line staying on the ice. Face-off won this time by the Tigers. This is why I can't see here. Got to move forward a little bit. Pass in front, looking for a tip by Severson, just out of his reach. Delano will saucer it out of the zone and go on the attack. Dump and chase. It's going to ring all the way to the far side. Nobody going after it in black. Now a pass in front, intercepted by Lung. Now pushed to the side of the net, now behind. Kurt around the wall, tipped off of Severson's stick, and the top line will get a change as Delano will regroup in their own zone. Long outlet pass, connects right outside the blue line. And battling for possession is eventually forced out. Now off the glass and in. It is Biller. His pass out of reach, but picked up by Olsen. Olsen steps around, one check, still reaches for the puck. He takes a check in mid-ice. And we've already seen a little more physical play than we saw in Tuesday night's game. Here's a loose puck to Biller. Biller across to Robinson, and that's intercepted. Now pass misses Olsen, comes all the way out to Robinson. Long pass tipped in by Olsen, and he'll go for a change. Slow forecheck, almost a turnover. Now a turnover to Annis, try to stick handle around. Nelson throws it in front, knocked down by Annis, and he scores! Nice job, Will Annis knocking down a puck in midair, putting it on the ice, and then going around the netminder and putting in the net for his first goal of the season. Annis with his first, and a single assist from Bear Nelson, number 18. That's his first point of the season. The Stormhawks are up 1-0 with 12:42 to go in the first. Now a loose puck all the way to the blue line, kicked down, picked up by Long. He gets it out just to the red, but stopped there. There's O'Connell looking for his first hit of the year, and I think he's got a different number than I expected. It looks like he's 32. It says instead of 38. Can you make a note of that? I think he's 32. Here is O'Connell taking the draw. Face-off won by Delano, but broken up there by Deming. Comes to O'Connell, long shot, kick save. Comes out too long. Long takes a long shot that he doesn't really get off. And here comes the Tigers. Gets around Popa down the right side. Shot, blocker save, and gathered by Thomas. Had to fought that one a little bit, but found the puck off the rebound. Trying to knock it out of midair with a paddle and missed, but just dropped right in front of him and got his own got the rebound off the initial shot. There's O'Connell. One of the 8 juniors on this team. Everybody else a senior. Pushed ahead. Here comes Deming. Deming 1-on-2. He's got a trailing Long. Deming taking a check. Bouncing puck comes right on now. Deming picking up the puck. Leaves it for O'Connell. To Popa. He'll dump it in and then throw a check as the Popa special. Over to Lund. Lund gets around one, then it's tipped away. Lund in his skates finds it, keeps it in, flips it in, drops to Long. Long down the right side. Now in front to Deming, and he can't get a shot off. In his skates, flying in is Reinhardt. Now a pass in front. There's nobody home there for the Stormhawks, and the Tigers will eventually get it out. Turn it over to Popa. Popa pushes it ahead, absorbs a hit. Long leaves for Reinhardt. Reinhardt down the left side. Has it taken off his stick, looking to regain. And he's pushed off the puck. And clearing attempt there by Delano all the way down. They say, yes, it will be icing. I didn't see either linesman doing the, the signal that icing was coming, but no, nevertheless it is. 10:54 to go in the opening period. Stormhawks lead 1-0 off of Will Annis' first goal as a junior gold hockey player. Face-off won by the Tigers. Slowed up there by, can't tell who exactly, maybe Hubbard. Off the glass, knocked down for a moment by Britz. Now dumped in by Britz. He'll go and chase. Far side it will be Jacqueline. It's past Britz. Now it'll be Reinhardt on the puck. Leaves it for Hubbard. Hubbard just keeps it in. Now into the far corner. Jacqueline to chase. Jacqueline keeps it in deep. Reinhardt throws a check behind the net. Now Jacqueline jumping up. Loose puck come out to the blue line. Thrown across to Britz. Britz will take a bouncing shot that goes wide. It'll be Hubbard on the far side. Off of his stick to Jacqueline. Jacqueline hit down. Here comes Hubbard. Here's a shot. He scores! Hubbard picks up a loose puck. Beats the netmender high over the glove side. And Jackson Hubbard with his first of the season. And we're going to give an assist there to number 15, Dylan Jacqueline. I think he took a hit to make that play. And so we're going to give that assist to Jacqueline, his first point of the season. So all 4 points to this point in the game. First points of the year for those players. 2-0 Stormhawks with just under 10 minutes to play in the first. Flipped in by Britz. And thrown out by the Tigers. Picked up by, I'm going to constantly get Biller and Robinson mixed up until I get their numbers. Tyler touches to Kurt, but it's behind Kurt. Now Britz jumping up to make a hit, and the Delano player kind of went into turtle. Here goes Lund. Lund in the skates of Kurt, but Lund will pick it up. Lund trying to get control. I think he had Severson coming across, and then an errant pass intercepted by the Tigers. Up through the middle of the ice. Defended by Kurt and Robinson. Now in the corner. Stopped by Tyler. He picks up the puck, then loses it. Pushed to the circle by Kurt, but Delano still with it. Drop pass to the point. Long shot. Going well wide. Tipped off the end wall. Loose puck to Severson. He tried to push it ahead and didn't get much on it. Intercepted. Here comes Delano with a chance. In the slot. Shot. Save. Rebound. Loose puck and picked up by Thomas. 8:52 left in the first period. Chaska Chanhassen leads 2-0. Face-off 1-2, Bear Nelson. Swept ahead. Nelson will chase it down with Annis in front. Pass in front off a skate and then pushed away by the glove of the goalie. Now, Lund off the wall and now into the corner. Olsen throwing a check, but forecheck doesn't connect. There's Nelson dropping for Lund across to Olsen. No, that was Annis to Olsen. Olsen down the right side. Pass in front, just missed Nelson. Robinson dumps it in. Olsen pushed into the wall. Now a loose puck bounces to the slot, but picked up by the Tigers, and then they lose it to Robinson. Touched by Olsen. Olsen whacks it in, takes a big hit. He's taken a couple of hard hits in this game. Annis across, Annis in, and he scores! Annis gets his second of the game. And we're going to give an assist there to Dylan Olsen. I think he touched the puck, and that loose puck eventually found its way to Will Annis. So Dylan Olsen with the single assist. I don't think there was a second assist there. It may have been unassisted. We can look at that one later. Now it's 3-0 Chaska Chanhassen. Was just a little less than halfway through the first period. They're having a discussion now at center ice. I don't know if they're they were thinking of potentially making a call on the hit against Olsen, but it doesn't look like it. They're just telling them who scored the goal. No, it is. I just saw a roughing signal, but so they called the penalty, but the penalty got waived because the Stormhawks scored a goal on the delayed penalty. I never saw the arm go up during play, so that's what happened there. They're just going to put that player's number on the box score so that if he has 2 more penalties, he'll be forced to leave the game. So Will Annis with a couple of nice plays to score here. The first goal he knocked out of midair. Second one, just a nice play to gain some space and then deke the goalie. And we've got a penalty now against Chaska Chanhassen. 2-minute tripping call coming against, I believe that's Robinson. Yes, Robinson going for tripping. So Robinson in the box for tripping. 7:18 to go in the first period. Chaska Chanhassen leads 3-0. Loose puck. Flipped up and out. And O'Connell will chase on the penalty kill. Breaking out are the Tigers coming through middle ice. Stepping up is Popa, and that forces the puck out of the zone. And a sloppy zone entry so far. They tried to do it again, and now it's have to regroup in their own zone. Chased by Long. And if the camera's shaking, it's because I'm shivering. Dumped in by Delano. Popa around, can't quite get to it. Delano protecting the puck, still skating in front, passing in front, but nobody there. Long will throw it down the middle of the ice, all the way down. Annis forechecking, turning it over to Reinhardt, just out of his reach. Now Reinhardt picking up a loose puck. He'll just dump it to the near side. Chasing is Hubbard. Stormhawks very aggressive on the penalty kill in the Delano zone. Brits jumping all the way down from defensive position and forechecking on the kill. Popa jumping up, can't get the hit there. Now a turnover is tipped out by Reinhardt. And Delano will have to regroup with 34 seconds left on the penalty. Popa taking a hit, but puck turned over to the Stormhawks, and they should be able to get this out. And flipped out to center ice. Delano has to regroup again with 20 seconds on the power play. Up the left side. Turned over to Lund. Lund gets it out just. Loose puck picked up by Lund. He gets around one, gets around another, and he'll just swipe it in. Jacqueline chasing. Now Kurt jumping in. And Robinson jumps out of the box, and we're even. Delano getting into the zone. Can't quite get a shot or pass off. Loose puck across to Lund to the blue line. Bouncing puck high in the zone. And stepping up is Jacqueline. He'll throw it to the far side and go for a change. Didn't get it quite deep enough. Kurt throwing a hit. Almost separating the player from the puck. Puck knocked down. And then it's put into the Stormhawk bench. And we'll have a face-off just in front of the Stormhawk bench. Face-off won by the Tigers. Biller around the wall off a skate. Battling for it is Severson. Flipped ahead by Lund and out. Chasing is Kurt. Kurt knocking the puck down, almost going in. Couldn't gather it. That's Severson jumping up. Long pass in the skates of Tyler. Just this top line is getting into spaces to get passes. They're just not quite getting clean looks at the puck right now. Now here's Kurt in his own zone, off the glass, and he'll chase. Almost an interference there as Kurt was grabbed as he was going to chase that loose puck. Where's the puck? Right in front of us. Kurt whacks at it. Can't get a stick on it. Comes to Lund. Lund to Biller off the wall. Knocked down by Kurt. Then unfortunately, a little bad luck. It goes off his stick right to a Delano player. And there's a hit in mid-ice by Kurt. Well away from the puck. I think that one's called a frustration hit. And we've got an icing. Hasn't been the cleanest played game, but this Delano team has shown that maybe their best asset is physical play, and so that might explain why the Stormhawks aren't super crisp, because they're got to keep their head up a little bit more than they did on Tuesday. Face off one cleanly back to Brits. Long shot stopped up high. Loose puck at the top of the zone, flipped in by Olsen. And it will be Nelson to chase. He gets on it, creates a turnover. Nelson, his long shot just missed the net. The first kind of attempted shot we've seen since that Annis goal, I think. Breaking out are the Tigers. Good back check by Nelson to break that up. Now Olsen skating it into his own zone. Long pass. Tried to give it to Robinson. Robinson will chase it down. Robinson battling in the corner, waiting for some help. Comes to Nelson, and he never gets a shot off. Flipped around, it'll be Brits on the near point. Long shot, pad save. Rebound out to Brits. Long shot, that got blocked on the way. He'll just go chase it. And flipped out, and all the way down. We should have icing. And we do with 2:43 to go in the opening period. Stormhawks continue to lead 3-0. It would be O'Connell to take this face-off. That's won by Delano. If there's anything Delano's winning, they're winning maybe on hits and on face-offs won, but that's it. Here is Long. He turns that puck over right to Delano. Fortunately, they can't control it. Now behind the net, it'll be Popa jumping up, throwing a check. Nobody in black really can get a stick on puck. Delano circling the zone, turned it over. Long will skate down on a partial break. Long in, bothered from behind, backhand shot, save. Had to hurry that, and it felt like he had to go to the backhand to protect the puck a little bit. Did get his shot off, but goaltender was there for the save. A drop pass here for Delano. Nice stick handle, but lost it. Now where's the puck? Behind the net, picked up by O'Connell. O'Connell to Long. Long to Deming. Deming will go one-on-one. Deming in. Has it taken off of his stick to Lund. Lund picks up the loose puck, tried to toe drag. Now a loose puck at the bottom of the circle. Comes out to Lund. He'll just kind of reach and get the puck to the near side. Intercepted. Long shot by Robinson right on. Kicked away. Now Lund. His pass doesn't connect. And Delano on the attack. He's going to flip it. Tried to flip it all the way down. That's intercepted by Robinson. Gives to Long. Long trying to get around one. He does. Down the left side. Now trying to get around another. He kind of does. And then he takes a check finally. His luck ran out there. Reinhardt backhand shot going wide, and quick whistle as the official thought the goalie had it in his net or in his glove, or the net came off. One or both. 1:01 to go in the first period. It's 3-0 Chaska Chanhassen. Pushed ahead, it's Kurt picking up a loose puck. Sharp angle shot, turned away. Kurt playing with Hubbard and Jacqueline now. I'm not sure if they're shuffling lines or if they're... Kurt took a check as he went for a check. They don't have a lot of size out there, do the Stormhawks, on this forward line. Puck knocked down by Lund. Now a loose puck at the blue line. Here comes Delano down the left side. And Kurt throwing a hard check to break up that play. I think that was a little bit of an angry hit there after taking a check himself. Biller around to Robinson. He'll just put it up the near wall, but not out. Long shot going wide. Picked up by Biller now thrown through the middle of the ice, and we should have icing. And we do with 7-6. The clock continues to run with 5 seconds, but they stop it finally. So 5.4 left to go in the first.
You think if Quick Trip could fucking donate some heat?
It's not warm out. Exactly.
They're just for looks.
Yeah.
Last chance for Delano. That's it. And a horn sounds as Brits takes a shot late in the period there. And that'll do it for the first. Chaska Chanhassen leads 3-0 after one with goals, 2 by Will Annis, 1 by Jackson Hubbard. Yeah, we're underway. Here's Kurt down the left side. Kurt with it. Sharp angle shot right on. And looking for a... he kind of made a motion after making that shot that he wanted one of his forward teammates to... Oh, there's a chance for Kurt, and he goes down. He caught an edge, and he was hoping to go in alone there. But yeah, he made a motion after taking that sharp angle shot that Severson or Tyler should have been at the front or at the side of the net to get that rebound, but I got to go way over here in order to see the play here. Face off won by Kurt over to Lund, I believe. Across to Tyler. Tyler will chip it ahead for Kurt. 2-on-1 with Severson if they hurry. Cross to Severson. Severson's got an angle. In, gives to Kurt. Wide open goal. Nice play by Severson to find Kurt. That's really unselfish play. Severson could have easily just tried to take a shot that was much lower percentage. Instead, he finds Kurt wide open on the weak side, and he just dumps it in the open net. There was a second assist there that I missed. I'm not sure. You know what? I think it was Matthew Tyler. Matthew Tyler gave it to Kieran Kurt. So we'll give it to him, even though... Well, I think that's right. Even though Kurt touched it, I don't think that wipes it off, because that was definitely part of the play that created that play. Because Tyler fed Kurt. Here's a chance for Delano. Pass across, kick down by Annis, and nothing comes of it for the Tigers. Nelson's pass up to Olsen. Olsen steps around a check, taken down. He is taking some hits tonight. Tipped ahead for Nelson. His shot goes wide. Pass across. Lund, his shot right on. Kick down. Loose puck. Shot by Olsen, and he scores. He deserved that after taking a hit early there. Olsen beats the goalie over the glove hand, and that's his second point of the night and his second goal of the season.
Did Evan ever have an assist or not?
What?
Gave it to Tyler.
Both. I think think you already gave it this. Yeah. On this last goal, maybe I'm going to have to look at that goal. The fifth goal? I'm not sure who the assists go to. Dylan Olsen definitely gets it. He picked up a loose puck in the high slot and beat the goalie over the glove. Maybe Bear Nelson gets an assist. I'm not sure. And it's 5-0 with 13:48 to go in the second period. You know, I thought this team would be decent. I wasn't sure they'd be 5 goals better than teams like this, 6 goals better than Minnetonka. But here we are. Long season, though. Here's Deming down the right side. His shot off a stick and then off the end wall. Reaching for it. Now McConnell throwing a check. Loose puck picked up by the Tigers. They skate up. I think this is their best player, number 9. He's been the one that looks the best on the puck. His turnaround shot misses everything, goes to the far side for Long. Long flips it ahead. Now picked up by number 9. Yeah, he's probably their most skilled player. That puck almost came out. They say it doesn't. Best chance of the night so far for Delano. And I'm not sure they've got a shot on goal in this pressure. Long pass intercepted. That would have been an odd man rush. Glove down by Long. Long can't control it. And Delano will skate up and out. Loses it. Across to Biller. Now across to Deming. See if he can chase it down with that long reach. He does. Deming throws it in front and looking for Reinhardt. Just took a little too long to take place. Now Popa jumping up into the play. Trying to look for Jacqueline in front was Reinhardt. Puck took a little wacky bounce. Turnaround shot hits the side of the net. That was Reinhardt on a quick shot. Now it gets past Biller and they'll chase it. And a little slow skate for the puck, and they say that was good enough for icing. As I mentioned, that was Kurt's 3rd goal of the season, his team leading 3rd. He had 2 on Tuesday night. Here's Reinhardt. Take the face-off, won by Delano. They have won face-offs. Can't say they have many shots. Delano just skating along the blue line, never getting the puck in, and then Hubbard will flip it ahead and chase it down. Hubbard, his shot off the glove, going wide. And kind of a wacky bounce, came right to the side of the net. Up the wall, kept in almost by Lund, and here comes Delano on the attack. Stormhawks almost went 2 to the puck. Almost a odd man rush. Here's Lund chasing. He's going to win this race. Lund in alone. Lund scores. Dekes the netminder and pops it in the open net. And that's an unassisted goal for number 8, Josh Lund, his first of the season. And it's 6-0 with 11:28 still to go in the second. Oof. I wonder if they'll say, well, let's not do the Zamboni after 2 because let's just get this game over with. Severson touches it back to Brits. Hard off the wall. Severson can't handle it there. A little too firm of a pass. Now Severson to Kurt. 2-on-1 with Tyler. Kurt's shot never got off. Now Kurt in front, passes it. Oh, I tried to feed it into Severson and just didn't get enough on it. Up the wall, kept in for a moment there by Robinson. Now Robinson keeps it in again. Chasing it down is Tyler. Tyler looking at his options, escapes to Severson. Nice play there, but hit right in his skates. And then Kurt backhands a loose puck in. And it'll be Kurt's second of the night off of assists from Evan Severson and Matthew Tyler. And it's 7-0. Chaska Chanhassen. We got his, okay. So Kurt with 2 goals, Matthew Tyler and Evan Severson with 2 assists. Will Annis with 2 goals. Dylan Olson with the goal and an assist, and those are your multi-point players right now, and we're not even halfway through this game.
Come on, go, Harry! Come on, Harry, David!
Britt's jumping up, loose puck at the top of the zone. Tyler across to Robinson. Robinson out of reach of Kurt. And flipped all the way down. We'll see if they can negate icing. It'll be Thomas to come way out and throw it to mid-ice. Oh, they could have kept the puck there and gone in to score. We could have gotten Charlie Thomas an assist, perhaps. Here's a chance for Delano. Shot, save, and Thomas looking behind him, but he made the save. Charlie Thomas seeing his first shot in probably, a long time. Maybe the first shot in the period there for Charlie Thomas. When's the last time you faced a shot? Yeah. He might not have. There might be 2 total shots on goal in this game for Delano. They don't even have that many attempted shots, really. If we were tracking that, it would be quite lopsided. Although the Stormhawks don't have a ton of attempted shots. Here's an attempt. They don't get one off. Here's another attempt. That one goes wide. Not a shot on goal, but an attempt. Long pass by Annis. That's off a skate. Picked up by Biller. And he gets stopped. He had to skate around Olsen. And that forced Olsen offsides. 9:35 to go in the second period. Chaska-Chanhassen leads 7-0. Delano playing a player short right now. They're waiting until they get one more guy out there. And the student section cheers for that player. Haven't had a lot to cheer for if you're a Westonka Delano fan. Biller across to Popa. Popa, nice little pass to Nelson in the skates of Olsen. Oh my God. Olsen could have got blown up there if that defenseman wanted to hit. He was looking behind him. He got a little lucky there. Popa, there's a shot right on, or a shot from behind the goal line. Stopped by Thomas, and then he jumps on the loose puck. Face-off controlled by Popa. He'll ring it around the wall for Annis. And eventually comes out. It'll be Olsen over skating a little bit. Comes back to Biller. Biller to Popa off the far wall. Bouncing puck. And then eventually pushed all the way down. They wave icing as they say it was tipped about center ice. Biller to Popa. Popa will flip it up. Finds Long. Long going in 2-on-1 with Annis. It's kind of a slow developing. Annis in, and his shot goes wide. Annis begging for his hat trick there. Nice pass from Hayes Long to get right on the stick of Will Annis, but he can't really get the shot off that he wants. Saturday's game, I think, it might be I don't know if it's at Chaska or Victoria, but Stormhawks play at 4 o'clock, or maybe it's Sunday's game. One of the two games. The other Chaska-Chanhassen Junior Gold team will be playing, I believe, before this one, and that will be their first of the season, their first game of the season. So a chance to see both Chaska-Chanhassen teams. That other one is, here's a chance for O'Connell, his shot. He had a little more time there. That other Chaska-Chanhassen team is full of sophomores. In fact, I think they are all sophomores. And they just picked up a second goalie, Bennett Sather, who apparently hasn't played in a number of years. So a sophomore team in their first game. We'll see who gets the net in that game, if it's Sather or... Can't remember the other kid's name. Here is a loose puck behind and just really kind of sloppy right now. And then the puck goes off somebody in the Stormhawk bench, and kind of feel like we're going to see a lot more physical play from Delano, as they just don't have the puck much. And so you're just going to see them look to hit somebody, because that's the only thing they can do at this point. 7:37 still to go in the second period. It's 7-0 Chaska Chanhassen. Delano wins the face-off. They're winning those. Kept in by Brits. Stuck in the snow, but kept in. Who's got it? Loose puck. Kicked down by Brits. Nice effort to stay with that puck is Luke Brits. To the far corner. It'll be Long to chase it down. Long steps around to check. Leaves it for Lund. Now down to Brits. Brits pass in front to O'Connell. Can't get a handle on it. Now picked up by Lund. Lund has it taken off his stick. Chance coming the other way, but doesn't connect, and they just lose it right at the blue line. Here's Deming. Deming kind of felt footsteps coming. Able to get it out, though. And the game has become pretty sloppy all of a sudden as we're halfway through. Here's Lund getting around 1-4 checker. Lund by himself looking to go coast to coast. Has Hubbard with him. Fans on the pass, and his shot hits a skate. As I was hoping to maybe tip it to, or get a tip by Lund. Now knocked down high in the point. Long shot tipped in front. And they say no for the high stick, so that goal would have counted if it went in. Drop to Lund. He loses it, but he had help back with Robinson. Now Reinhardt. Reinhardt's pass intercepted. Here comes Delano on the attack. Gets around one, but can't control the puck. Got around Robinson there, but then lost control. Now here's what? Hubbard or Annis? No, yeah, it was Hubbard. Here's Jacqueline. Lost the puck. And now Reinhardt will get it in, but right to a Delano player who goes in on a partial break. In. And shot, blocker save, and goes up into the netting. I think that puck was going wide, even if it was on net. First real test there for Charlie Thomas in this game. And he makes the blocker save. 5:45 to go in the second period. It's 7-0 Chaska Chanhassen. I apologize for the student section here who making it hard to see on this side of the ice. Here's Tyler. Tyler tried to chip it out. Kept in by Delano. It'll be Delano first on it. And Thomas didn't like what he saw. Jumped on the puck, and we'll get another face-off with 5:29 left. This face-off one to Severson. Now Tyler. Tyler into the zone. Drops it for Kurt on his backhand turnaround shot. Shot goes wide. May have hit something on the way there. Jumping up is Biller. Biller pushes it, loses it in his skates. Now looking to find it again. Gets it down to Tyler. Tyler escapes and he's getting bothered by a couple of Tigers. Couldn't get away. Now a loose puck up to Biller. And we're going to have a penalty against Severson, it looks like. As he's going to go for tripping. Kind of behind the play a little bit. So second power play of the game coming for the Tigers with 5:01 to go in the second period. They're trailing 7-0. Stormhawks haven't had a power play yet. The one penalty that was called on Delano was kind of waved off after the Stormhawks scored a goal on the delayed penalty. Delano winding up, skating down the left side. Good stick by Biller. Now Robinson is just going to front the puck and he's going to come around to Biller. He's going to have enough time to get it out, I would say. He does. Almost had Kurt skating down on a breakaway chance. Kurt will skate in the corner and kind of say, you know what, I'm not going to take that hit. That was an interesting little skating away. He was like, I'm not getting, that kid's bigger than me. And you know what, it's 7-0. That's okay. Maybe in a closer game, he goes after that puck. That was self-preservation is what that was. And here comes Delano on the attack. Such as it is. Gets it down the left side. Bothered by Robinson. Stormhawks playing a little passive here. But that's all they need to do to keep the puck to the outside. Popa absorbs a hit, and then he takes an extra hit. No penalty coming. They're letting him play. Nice hit there, thrown there by, who's that, Annis? Oh, he had a nice chance to get Olsen. Now a puck in front. Shot saved by Thomas. Penalty coming. And pushing and shoving in front of Thomas. And getting egged on by the students here watching. And nothing really more coming of it. So I'm not sure who got the penalty called before the frozen puck. We'll have to see who they put in the box. I think it's going to be Popa. Maybe feels like it should be one of each, but it looks like they're just taking Popa. Taking Popa for roughing, but nobody for Delano. Interesting. So Popa with 33 seconds of 5-on-3 play. 33 seconds of 5-on-3. 3:34 left to go in the second period. Stormhawks lead 7-0. So Stormhawks, I'm not sure they probably worked on the 5-on-3 kill all that much. Stormhawks really aggressive right now on the kill. They get out. Clock still hasn't started. Long shot, blocker save. Now the clock starts. They should run it after the next whistle. Oh, there's going to be a slash, but Anna stays with it and gets it out. 20 seconds left to go on the initial Severson penalty. Brits chasing, really aggressive on this 5-on-3 kill are the Stormhawks. Behind Thomas, up to the near side, long shot block, comes right to Lund. Lund flips it across to Annis, passes in front to Lund. I think he had thoughts of doing a wraparound there, but he couldn't couldn't get an edge going there. Lund 1-on-3 and almost winning that battle. Penalty coming on Delano. No, penalty coming on Chaska Chanhassen. He was getting mugged and he's going to get a penalty. Huh. Why isn't he blowing his whistle? He's had a chance to blow his whistle several times. Now he does. He had his hand up. He was going to call a penalty on Delano, and they had the puck, and he decided to wait until they got it in the Stormhawk zone. Whatever. Number 9 is going in the box. I didn't see the call. I'm going to say high sticking, slashing, roughing, something like that. So we'll go 4-on-4 for 52 seconds. And the Stormhawks will have 1:08 of power play. Delano with too many players on the ice. So 2:25 left to go in the period. And we'll have running time, most likely. There's a shot right into the chest of the netminder. No rebound as Nelson was flying in. Olsen to take this draw. He wins it. Cross to Biller. Biller getting around one. There's a shot in front. That's tipped away. Nelson, his pass up to Robinson. Down to Nelson. Bouncing puck. Nelson tried to give it right back to him. Unfortunately, it's intercepted. Now Biller across to Nelson, who's going to throw it all the way down for an icing. I think he was thinking of having a little indirect pass to Olsen, and his geometry was off there. 19 seconds left to go on the Popa minor, then we'll have 1:08 of power play for Chaska Chanhassen. The O'Connell on this face-off. Bouncing puck, push to the slot, shot saved by Thomas. Picked up by, I don't know. That was Robinson. Now thrown all the way down, and we'll have another icing call. Four seconds left to go on the Popa minor. Oh. Mental note, next time we play a game here, bring hand and feet warmers. It's cold in here. Face off one, back to Biller, across to Brits. Shot on the power play, comes out to Biller. Back to Brits. Down to O'Connell, back to Brits. Brits shot blocked. Gets his own rebound a couple times, leaves it for Severson. Across to Biller. Biller skate in. Shoot, that gets blocked. Stormhawks, a lot of attempts, but can't get shots to the net. Battle down low. A lot of physical play. So far, mostly clean. Now a loose puck picked up by Delano. Brits can't keep this one in. At the red line with 55 seconds to go. Deming will tip it in, take a check, but get the puck to the Delano zone. Now it's O'Connell. O'Connell jumping into the play. Good no call there by the official as the player was falling down. So O'Connell's hit looked up high, but the player was falling down. Now a loose puck. Brits, his shot flutters to the side. Picks up his own rebound. Pass up high to Biller. Long shot, glove save. And we'll see who's being sent to the box. I think it's... And we're getting a penalty here. I'm not sure who. Looks like they're taking one of each, and maybe somebody's going to get a misconduct here. So I think Stormhawks might have to put another in the box. This is going to be hard to track. Don't worry about the penalties. That'll be on the box score. So somebody said something on the bench, and that results in a misconduct penalty for, I assume, Luke Brits. So Stormhawks, I think, are going to still be 5-on-4. I think they're saying 4-on-4. Still feels like it should be 5-on-4, unless he took a double minor. I don't know. They don't announce it, so we don't really know what's going on. 24 seconds left to go in the period. Loose puck picked up by, is that Long? Up to Robinson. Long shot blocked up high. And it seems like both teams just want to get to the locker room. Now O'Connell. O'Connell, his shot off the padding in front of the Stormhawk bench. And we'll have a whistle with 3.7 seconds left to go in the period. That does it for the second. 7-0 Chaska Chanhassen with the lead. And I think I have to keep the live stream going, so we'll just watch the Zamboni for a little bit. And we'll be back for the third running time. Chaska Chanhassen with a 7-0 lead. So third period about to get underway. A lot of confusion at the end there with the penalties that were called. Some players went into the box that didn't even get a penalty called on. We had Luke Britz and Barrett Nelson in the box. I don't know who got the penalty call on it from between those two. I think Luke did, Luke Britz. And then the second penalty called, well, maybe not, because now Barrett Nelson's in the box. Second penalty was called on the bench. I believe, I don't know, somebody said something from the bench and got a unsportsmanlike or that sort of bench minor. And in the box now, just Barrett Nelson. And one for Delano. So I think are we going to be 5-on-5? Yes, looks like it'll be 5-on-5. Maybe well, we'll figure it out. 5-on-5 to start. Stormhawks lead 7-0. Will be running time to start the third period. Or as long as they have a 6-goal lead or more in the third period, it'll be running time. Oh, it's not gotten any warmer. Face-off won by Delano. Almost turned over right to Tyler. And now dumped in by the Tigers. We're going to go blue line to blue line for a moment. Stick there by Biller. Now Lund, bothered from behind. Tried to flip it to behind the net. Picked up now by Severson. Severson couldn't get much a handle on it. Severson pushes it ahead. And Delano with control. Now Severson intercepting. Flips it ahead, but right to the stick of number 9. Severson picked up a loose puck, gives it to Kurt. Kurt pulls it through his skates. Kurt, long shot. Glove save or face save. Loose puck sitting in the circle. Now into the corner. Sharp angle shot comes up to Lund. He fans on it. Might be a little bit of water over there on that circle. And thrown all the way down, we'll have an icing. And hopefully the clock the clock needs to continue running. There we go. Clock does continue running. They stopped it there for a moment. Annis getting a puck almost to the stick, bounces away. Now a loose puck at the blue line. Skated up is Delano. Got around Lund for a moment. Now they chase into the corner. Pass in front. That's broken up. Flipped around to the near side. It'll be Long with enough time to skate out. He's just going to leave it for Lund. And Lund will skate through neutral ice. Down the right side now. Lund circling. Throws it in front. Just missed. I believe that's Olsen. Now puck's pushed to behind. Olsen throws it in front. That's intercepted. Looking for a Long in front. Now a stick of Annis keeps it in the zone. Chopped ahead. And now to the Delano blue line. Dumped in as Thomas almost overplaying that puck there, but got a stick on it. Long missed, not able to control that pass, and it'll be somebody to go get it. It'll be Robinson. Flips it up to the point, gets out. Long trying to chase down the puck, wins the battle, but can't stay on it. And out of the hash marks. Good back check there by Long, almost keeping it in. Comes to Robinson. Nice escape there. Really nice play. Nice outlet pass to Long. Long in alone down the left side. His shot saved. Goaltender way out of the crease. Cut the angle off. Nice play there. Now Long. Can't get a handle on it to throw it in front. Now Long picks up a loose puck. Skating the goal line. Sharp angle shot. Save. Loose puck. Pushed behind by O'Connell. Now turned over at the blue line by O'Connell. Tipped in front. Oh, what a nice opportunity there for Hayes Long off a shot by O'Connell way up high. O'Connell battling in the corner. Delano skates it out. Good hit there. Thrown by Annis against a player that outweighs him by quite a bit. Now a rolling puck's going to come all the way down. It would have been icing, but Thomas said, no, let's keep play moving. There's Britz swiping it ahead for Deming, his Laconia teammate. Deming tried to go through the legs, couldn't do it. Now Jacqueline. Jacqueline pushes it up. Long shot looking for a tip. That was Long, I believe. No, that was Biller. Now Reinhardt skating along the goal line and throws the puck in front, but nobody there for the Stormhawks. Here's a chance for Delano if they get the puck across. Here's a chance they're coming down the left side, and they're taken down. They score! And bodies sliding all over the place. Should have been a penalty, I think. I didn't see an arm ever go up, but Delano gets on the board with just under 11 minutes to play, and it's 7-1. Number 25 looks like he got the goal. And finally, Delano something to cheer for. They've had nothing to cheer for in this game. So we'll be close to 10 minutes left in this game once the puck gets dropped again. It's 7-1, Chaska Chanhassen. And the players that were in the box, I'm not sure when they came out. It might have been just there. So everybody's back with their benches. Bouncing puck to Jacqueline. Comes to Reinhardt. Reinhardt protecting. His shot goes wide. Loose puck to Jacqueline. Oh, and he just pushed it to the far post. Great chance there for Jacqueline to get on the board. Dumped into the corner. Now Delano breaking out. Nice little couple passes to get out. Long shot. Block picked up by Kurt. Kurt will flip it up and out and dumped into the Stormhawk bench. Severson off the face-off. Gives it to Tyler. Tyler just has it slide off his stick. He'll chase on the forecheck. Turned over to Lund. Bounces off of his stick. And Delano with control now behind the net. Up the near side, off the wall. And on the attack. Kurt with a good stick to break up that chance. Now Lund will skate up on the attack. His pass off a skate. And where is it? Bouncing puck at the blue line. It'll come out for Popa. Popa off the far wall. Dumped in. Popa jumping up, looking for a hit. Now here's the chance for Delano. That looked like it could have been offsides. Dumped in. Stormhawks chasing a lot right now and kind of out of position. But Lund with loose puck. Now he'll skate up. Still with it. Hasn't really controlled it all that well. Pass in front and just kind of handcuffed Kurt. He could have tucked it in the net there. Handcuffed him a little bit on his backhand side, and a cheer goes up from the crowd as they've turned the heaters on. Hallelujah. Although where I'm standing, I might not get much. So shot in front, nobody there. And Stormhawks playing a little sloppy right now. Here's Tyler. Tyler up to Britz, and he can't handle the outlet pass. Would have sent him in on a breakaway. Britz in the corner, avoids a check, leaves it down for Annis behind the net. In front, and that's sticked away. Long shot for Robinson. Once, twice, that goes wide. Now Nelson jumping in. Nelson behind the net. Leaves it for Robinson, but a little out of his reach. He had to go skate it, but that took him out of the zone. Flicked in by Britz, now behind the net. Delano battling for it. Comes right out in front. Almost a chance, I think, for Hubbard to dump it in. And tossed all the way down. No, sorry, that was Annis. We got icing. What? So about 7 minutes to go in the game. Stormhawks lead 7-1. The same score they won their game on Tuesday night against Minnetonka Blue. Here's Olsen trying to feed it in front to Annis. Now a loose puck to the far side for Annis. Leaves it up for Robinson. Robinson, long shot. That's stopped. Blocked up high off a skate. Battling for it. I think that was Nelson. Now Annis. Skating across the top of the zone. Long shot. Shoulder save. Now a loose puck stopped by Britz. Long shot. Pad save. Rebound. Scores! Bear Nelson gets the rebound off a long shot by, I think that was Britz on the shot, I think. So Nelson with the goal. I think it was Luke Britz on the assist. So it's 8-1 Chaska Chanhassen. That was Nelson's first goal of the season. And we're going to have about 6 minutes left once this puck gets dropped. So almost everybody on the team with a point in this game. Well more than half the team with a point, at least a goal or an assist in this game. Turnover, and Delano in offsides. And getting bailed out there was Cameron Biller as he went up to break up the play, and he totally whiffed, and they were going to go in all alone. He got bailed out there by the offsides. O'Connell wins it back to Lund. Lund will skate it up himself. Take a slap shot. Going wide, comes up to Long. Long shot in, stop before it gets to the net. Intercepted almost by Deming. And thrown out of the zone by the Tigers. It'll be picked up by Lund. No, excuse me. Biller. Biller to Long. Long turns it over. Here's a chance for Delano. That shot partially deflected and goes wide. Deming. He'll headman the puck with O'Connell in front. Deming takes a hit up high. No penalty coming. Now a hard hit. O'Connell. Nothing really hurt there. Just a standard hockey check there. O'Connell chasing. And this is getting physical now. Delano skating up. Pushed away. Biller across to Lund. Lund. Stick handles, gets around one forechecker. Lund down the right side. Sharp angle shot. Goaltender a little off his angle there. That almost went in. Let's get this game over with. There are about 4 minutes left to play. Here comes Delano on the attack. Cuts to the middle, and that's broken up. Now Jacqueline pushes it ahead. That's a penalty. They didn't call that. Yeah, the back referee did. The one that was right there watching it didn't call it. That was a dangerous play there by that Delano player. That could have really hurt somebody. Good thing he stepped around that check. He called it a trip. He should have called it a kneeing. That was very close to being a devastating knee-on-knee hit. There we go. The clock had stopped for a moment. They're starting it up again. But it'll be under 3.5 to play once we get started here. Just hope we get out of this game with nobody hurt. This feels a lot like the last game of the season the Stormhawks played against Apple Valley Burnsville last year, when there was a lot of physical play. Shot right off the face-off by Reinhardt. Not sure it ever got on. Now Hubbard chasing in the corner. Hubbard will throw it to the near corner. Jacqueline and Popa. Popa will throw it down deeper. Stepping around to check is the, I think, best player on Delano's team, number 9. Good outlet pass. Delano with a chance to get a shot off, and he just loses the puck to Hubbard. Hubbard up to Reinhardt. Reinhardt's pass doesn't connect, and we'll have an icing with about 2.5 to play. It'll be under 2 once we start drop the puck here. Eight to 1 Chaska Chanhassen leads with about 2 minutes to play. They're on the power play. I think their second power play of the game. I'm not entirely sure. Face-off won by Kurt to Robinson around the wall, trying to get it to Tyler. Does get to Tyler. Tyler's pass finds its way, nope, not to Severson. Glove down. Delano. Now bouncing puck onto Thomas. They'll reverse it to Robinson. Pass to Kurt. He's going to skate up. Getting around one check. Throwing it in front. And penalty expires. Britt's long shot looking for a tip in front. That doesn't connect. Now Robinson jumping up. And getting help back with Kurt. Throws it up the wall and they get it in with minute 23 to go. Again, Chaska Chanhassen, they're going to move to 2-0 on the season, 2-0 in Junior Gold League play. And they'll look to go to 3-0 on Saturday against Wyzetta Blue, who I have to imagine is a better team. And then on Sunday against Rogers Black, who Rogers' team was very good last year. We'll see if they maintain that level of play this year. We're just playing out this game now, hoping we don't have any more issues in the waning moments of this game. Here is Kurt throwing it off the wall, stepping around to check. Dumped all the way back down. It's going to roll in on Thomas. He'll just flip it all the way down, looking to send Kurt in alone with 30 seconds to play. Now into the corner, and you just get the feeling everybody's just ready to get over with and go home. Nelson, last chance. Under 20, takes a hit. Nelson playing all the way to the end of this game. Long shot, high over the crossbar. Nelson turn around. Looked like he was to get his shot off. Picked up by Lund. His shot off a shin guard. Now touchdown to Nelson, and that'll do it. Chaska Chanhassen 8. Delano, Westonka Delano 8-1. Chaska Chanhassen beats Westonka Delano. Lots of goals on the sheet. 2 by Will Annis, 2 by Kieran Kurt, 1 by Jackson Hubbard, 1 by Josh Lund, 1 by Dylan Olson, and a whole lot of assists. That'll do it from the Delano Area Sports Arena. Chaska Chanhassen 8, Westonka Delano 1. We'll see you Saturday at 4 o'clock for the first home game of the year. Thanks for watching.